you have a decision to make in November, like all voters do. Um, you've talked about this. What would it take for Kamala Harris to get your vote? Is that possible? And if not, what do you see as a long-term impact of making a different choice?
I mean, I think vice president really has to earn each vote. Like she can't, like, as a Muslim right now, I feel like an African American person in the 1940s in the party. I mean, where you had lynchings that were happening in the party. Like it's just like how much can we take? And they've been taking our votes for granted for a very long time. And when are we going to be able to just say this is enough? People are, and this isn't really my opinion. About 80% of those in the American Muslim community are not in favor of supporting the Democratic Party. And so this isn't really my decision. It's a decision for the vice president to make if it really matters to her to earn the votes of our community.
Do you think that happens? I ask that because Joe Biden had a very clear directive based on the polls to change course on Palestine, to call for a ceasefire, to create an embargo. It seemed like Joe Biden preferred to go down with the ship than to change course and move even an inch away from Israel. Do you see Kamala Harris doing the same thing?
I mean, she's going to have a little bit moving the needle, as they say, but we don't need a moving the needle. We need a seismic tectonic shift in U.S. foreign policy. Ronan Farrow, the reporter who had uncovered and won a Pulitzer Prize for the Me Too movement, also wrote another book called The War on Diplomacy. And the U.S. is just taking away funding that was available to the State Department and just turning away all of that because it's more interested in having war and supporting the military-industrial complex. And ceasefire isn't just a single issue of the 2024 election, it's the global issue as to why $1 trillion is spent on war every year when that money could be used just as well at home to feed people, to clothe people, and educate them.
That's for sure.